Top ball to start with. Was hit hard. Precious Marangi giving away some width there. But Kedis Ndlovu up to the task to field that one at point. Fire Tutcliffe was looking to blast off. She's among the run scorers. Got 90 runs so far in the tournament. Again width. But this one pierces the gap. And this will be the opening boundary for the South African innings. And also Fire to get off the mark.
I don't know why Precious is unhappy, but too much width. And this time Faye was able to find the gap. Too much width on offer. This time she was able to find the gap. There was no chance for the fielders to cut it off.
Straying with the lines a bit there, Precious.
Yeah,
she would just need to be a little bit tighter.
Yeah, adjustments in the field already. The captain takes herself out of the slip cordon. Just try and give her more protection.
Now fumbles in the field, allows them to scamper for one.
Faye has really been the form player for South Africa, the top of that order. She got 45 in the win against Nigeria, so Zimbabweans ought to be very careful about her.
They definitely would need to be on the mark. Ooh, that one going through Simone like a hot knife through butter, just missing. Lexham too good to hit the wickets.
Yeah, oohs and ahs. Was Simona Lawrence completely missing that.
Again goes for a booming drive, pick up a single. It's been a good start so far from South Africa so far. They've picked up 6 runs. Again with straight to the fielder. That'll mark the end of the first of South Africa's innings. After 1, South Africa 6 for no loss. Josephine Gomo will come through for Zimbabwe from the golf course end. This has been the combination that Zimbabwe have gone with in opening their bowling. There'll be pace from one end, spin from the other. It just changes who starts, but that's pretty much the trademark at the moment. Josephine Gomo into the attack. Innocent Daula into the box. Josephine just struggling a bit there with the run up. Rather her.
Nkomo alongside Pachikwa were in Australia before coming here. Then played like really they're coming from down under. Josephine Nkomo very miserly spells here. She doesn't like to give her so many runs. There's a misfield there in the 30-yard. Does it reside to the boundary? The chase is on. And this cut off. Nkomo, you can see her already. She's asking the fielders what's happening right there in the 30-yard circle. She's a tough nut to crack. She means business and she wears her heart on her sleeves. Look at that.
Has got high expectations from her teammates that she wants them to come through. Hitting the deck hard, Josephine. Top ball.
So they got runs on board. These are Lady Chevrons. Some good entertaining hits down the order there from Chiesa and Dururu and Pelagia Mujaji.
That one just missing off stump by a bit. kept a little bit low for Simone's liking.
I thought she
was actually close to the business.
I thought she took her finger off. That's why it kept a little low. She's trying to bowl a mixed bag here. You love to leave some mystery on. You don't want to be a predictable bowler with everyone knowing what's coming through. And you've seen that if you give it pace, the South Africans are happy to play bold shots.
Chops it on. Simone will depart. No fit movement. Pushing that one across the body. And chops it onto her stumps. Josephine Nkomo strikes early for Zimbabwe. South Africa lose their first.
Nkomo meaning business throughout her spell. First over, she licked some runs, but look at that. Click bang, bails up, wicket time. One down for South Africa with Lawrence, who came into the team today for the final. She's got to take a walk and take a shower because her business is done and dusted for the tournament. Somebody else will be doing the job.
Well, that one just going through the gate there. I almost thought maybe there was an inside edge, but however, big gap between bat and pad, and Josephine Nkomo hits timber. And South Africa lose their first, and they are 8 for 1. No better. Coming in will be Anna Reid Dixon. Coming at 3. Well, Simone Lawrence being brought into the side to add some firepower in the top order. This was the first game that she hasn't been allowed to play in the final. A big hitter she comes, but however, she departs without troubling the scorers much.
Nkomo to the new batter. Right in the middle. And Kalison Love is there to do the rest. Clean up and give it back to the keeper. Checking the keeper's gloves and getting those arms fresh. Who will be needed to come into the attack and stifle.
Some great work being done by Josephine Nkomo. Has picked up a wicket for only 2 runs. One more delivery to bowl in the second over. The vice captain, she's always asked to come through and deliver for her captain, and she has done that so far. But however, the job is not complete. Jackson off the mark, punches that one, trying to get up high on it, and plays it to mid-wicket. Picks up her first run. That'll be the end of the second after 2 overs. South Africa 9 for 1.
Many men, when they're playing T20s all over the world, they prefer to chase because they know the target. They know even if it's 10 per over, 13 per over, they know one good over because the men have the technique and the skill set to do that. The women, the reverse is true. They like to bat fast, have runs on board, and work to defend those runs. The beauty for Zimbabwe here, Lawrence has been taken out before she gets started because she likes to hit the ball big. And now the new guys that come in will eat up some dot balls, get that required run rate to 6+. It plays in the Lady Chevron's advantage. But South Africa have it all to do because they have the willows.
Changing bowling. Kalison Love into the attack. Pushes hard that out one straight to the bowler. It'll be good to see how the left-hander will operate. She's done well every time she's asked to bowl within the power play.
It's a bit wide and caressed through the square region. Square driven for 4. Every bad ball is being punished for 4. That's the quality of these two sides. Zimbabwe did the same, and South Africa paying back in the same vein. Neri Dickerson, they are breaking her boundary shackles. Better lines from Ndlovu. There will be change in the field settings a bit. Some people being shuffled across the park by Captain Cool, Marianne Musonda, who teams here. It's an appeal for nothing because it was going down the leg. Sharp call from the Ugandan umpire, who has his East African brother alongside him out there in the middle, Isaac Oyeko. East African affair with officials, Southern African affair with the two teams in the final, the top-ranked nations. Looking sharp there in the field. Lorraine Shoma, you will see her ball, and once you see someone with the shades like Ndlovu coming through, you will know it's her. Good shout, good call. It is given. Wicket time for the Lady Chevrons. Kelly Ndlovu strikes in her first over. She's happy to see the back of Neri Dakason. And it's 2 down.
Well, a brilliant take by Modesta Mpachikwa behind the stumps there. A faint edge through to the keeper, Neri Dixon. Not impressed, but she has to go. Well, sometimes you think that the umpires don't hear those faint edges, but I tell you what, they're well tuned in there. Good catch from Modesta. It crept up on her, but she was able to jump up and take it well with the gloves. South Africa lose their second, 13 for 2. No batter who walks in, but with the non-strikers end, it shall be the captain Nondumiso Shangase. Now, change in bowling. Usual opener for Zimbabwe coming to replace Josephine Gomo, Nairobi Nomvelo Sbanda.
Nomvelo. Trademark ritual for her when she comes into ball. She comes through with a dummy bowling action, and then she just feels, is the body feeling good? Yes, it's feeling all right. Nomvelo. A lot of sunscreen.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that she's coming from this end. Usually comes from the city end. Driven hard, but well kept, well fielded by Mujaji.
That is a superb fielding effort there. Bearing it all for her team. She's a batter on the side. She's taken some good catches in the tournament thus far. And look at that fielding effort. Those are 4 runs saved, because as soon as it was marked, it had the word 4 inscribed on it. Mujaji thought else.
Maybe a change in field. Kellis will move from point to go to sweeper cover. Fine leg comes in. Another dot ball. This is what Nomvelo is good at. She creates pressure with the dot ball. She might not pick up wickets, but she is very, very good at keeping things tight. And then the other end, that's where batters might feel they can have a go at the bowlers and creates the wicket taking opportunities. Fuller crunched. And this one will definitely run away through to the boundary. It was in the slot and well dealt with by Fire Turnecliffe.
Fight Anclave has been right there, right from the start, watching her mates come and go. The 2 wickets that have fallen, but she gets a chance to bat now. She's only faced her 7 deliveries now, and that 4 helps her to get to 9. One of the leading run scorers in the tournament.
Changing the field. Third man comes up. Long off in place.
Again, Nomvelo Sibanda giving room for her to free her arms, but there is protection in the deep. Velo Sibanda, 27-year-old. She's got a 48 Women T20I Internationals wickets from the 46 matches she's played for Zimbabwe. A wicket every match is the sequence for her.
Right. Nondumiso facing for the first time. Attacking field in play.
Wide. Nomvelo Sibanda struggling a little bit with the lines in her first over today, not like how we've seen her bowl in the previous spells. But she's being held by the fielders, and that's the way you play cricket. On my bad days, stand out and help me feel like I am loved, because I will also come through for you when you need a big performance from me. And Nomvelo has been giving the team good performances, and the team is helping her get to terms with from bowling from an end where she's not bowled from since the tournament started.
It's pushed into the covers for 1 for Nondumiso to open a runs account. And that marks the end of the 4th over. It'll be after 4 overs, South Africa 19 for 2.
End of the over here. There will be a change in the comms box. Innocent Daula here with me is Dennis Musali. An East African affair in the comms box. An East African affair with the umpires.
But a South African affair on the field. Zimbabwe against Namibia. Josephine Nkomo taking the ball from the city end. And she'll be bowling to the captain, Dumiso Shangase.
And Miso has just come through. Big appeal. Nkomo thought she had a wicket there. A good shout. No question about that.
Yeah, very good shout, but not given by the umpire, Patrick Musoke Makumbi. I think that one was just sliding down the leg side. Doesn't confess him to raise his finger, but always suspect Ndumiso, because she likes to go across the line, so she needs to be very, very careful against Josephine.
Nkomo. Now Ndumiso plays Dennis with excellent hands. She's the definition of hand-eye coordination. No feet movement with her. She just throws her hands at everything, and she scored those runs, many of them 38 of 42 balls against Uganda. Same style.
Yeah, if the team needed a dirty inning, she was able to come up with one, but she likes to, play around her pads, which could be trouble.
Nkomo comes through, keeps things very tight. The required run rate moves to 6.
Yeah, the vice captain of the Lady Chevrons, she's a tough competitor. She'll always bowl a couple of overs up front, but mostly operates at the back end. She's very, very good against the tail, so South Africa need to be careful. Down the leg side, you can see clearly her plan is just trying to bring the stumps into play. Ndumi, so very, very strong square of the wicket. That one just sliding down the leg side. But sometimes a little weak, especially with balls that are bowled straight to her. So she needs to be careful, make sure she doesn't get herself in a tangle.
Slapped very hard. There's a poor communication, comedy of errors, and Zimbabwe complete the run out. It's Josephine Nkomo that recovers, picks it up and says, I'll not run to the stumps John T. Rhodes like, but I'll throw the ball there.
Josephine, very, very guilty there, the captain of ball watching, instead of looking at her partner, because Faye had committed to the run and she was already down the wicket. Very, very unhappy with the captain, and you can see the captain with her head in her hands because she knows she's committed a cardinal sin. Faye was looking very, very good, but now they've gifted the Lady Chevrons a wicket, and a big wicket. They will take that. South Africa now 20 for 3. And for me, what I liked from that passage of play was the reaction of Josephine. The throw was not very good, but she made sure she first takes care of the business and gave Nomvele Sibana some mouth, because a better throw, an opportunity could have been missed because of a poor throw.
What I like about Josephine Nkomo, she's happy to express herself. Nkomo, they're asking the questions and the abilities of her fielders there. The 26-year-old born from Kwekwe. Misfield there. Terrible, terrible fielding. Cheers and Dururu. A guilty party. And trust Josephine Nkomo to do some lip service. She's not afraid to make enemies on this field. She says, we're playing for our country, a proud nation. We have our ambassador here watching. He would love to have a gold medal around his.
Yeah, that's the mark of a team that has very high standards. And the Lady Chevrons have been the standard throughout the whole tournament. They haven't put a foot wrong so far, but they just need to make sure they take care of the business in the final. The new batter for the South Africans is Leah Jones.
In the middle, big call, but umpire Patrick Makumbi thinks that was going down the leg, and rightfully so. Pitch of the leg stump and was still swinging in.
I think even the reaction there from the bowler doesn't convince the umpire enough. I think she knew there was it was sliding down the leg side. South Africa 21 after 3 in 5 overs.
Anytime they say the easiest job, Dennis, I beg your pardon, let me rephrase it. They say the hardest job is the easiest, only if you do it well.
You can always see that the Lady Chevrons think tank